Commanders. We fight for RDC. Who are we? The Commanders.
Oh, shit! Get on your feet!
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back yet again for another week of content, another preview for the Washington Commanders as they take on the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football. Yours truly, God's favorite host, here with the one and only Commanderlorain, one half of the Founding Fathers, the executive senior producer, one half of the Founding Fathers, and of course, the captain of the goofy ship, Crevonte. Baby, what's going on, my guy?
Man, oh man, I tell you, this is a preview I'm not looking forward to. I'm be completely honest with you. I hope we could do this as quickly and as painlessly as possible. I much look forward to the rest of the week of week 8. We're in week 8. I'm much looking forward to the rest of week 8 as opposed to the last game of week 8 because yeah, I'm foreseeing that it's not going to look too good.
That's why we got the sound bites. There you go.
Stupid. Just stupid. Jam. Oh, jam. Well, now that's goofy.
If you're watching right now, make sure you hit the thumbs up in the chat if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not, come on over from X. Hit that subscribe button by searching the Flex Zone Podcast on YouTube. Is this the only place, Crevonte? Give me sports and Commanders coverage how you want it.
When you need it.
All right, Crevonte, Monday Night Football in Kansas City. If it wasn't already a tall task, if it already wasn't where the odds were stacked against you, the Chiefs are playing better. They're 4-3. We know at the top, no Jayden Daniels. But how about this, Crevonte? We talk about the defense, Joe Witt. We know how you've been on him, as have a lot of Commanders fans. I saw this real quick before we went live. The Commanders defense is giving up an NFL worst 7.8 yards per pass attempt and allowing 364.3 yards per game, 27th in yards per pass attempt, and 32nd in most yards per game as well. And there have been 8 pass plays of at least 40 yards, tied for the most in the NFL. Sorry about that, Crevonte.
That's what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like. I've been on Joe Witt Jr.'s case and this defense's case for a while now. And yes, there have been injuries, but just like any other team, you got to find a way to adjust. But as I've analyzed the game and looked more into it, Joe Witt Jr. is not the only one that's getting blamed here. The players that are stepping onto that field are not are not playing well overall. Because there's not but so much I could put on Joe Witt Jr. because he is the defensive coordinator. He is not on the field. Yes, I think he has to do a better job at putting certain people in certain places, but Quan Martin missed tackles, Marshawn Lattimore terrible in coverage. He's there. He usually he's there. It's just penalties or giving up a big pass play. Like you said, I noticed the stat we lead the NFL in air yards or something on defense. I think you said 840 plus pass plays. Like that's absurd. And there's no defensive coordinator that's cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, number one, you have to stop the explosive plays. You have to stop the explosive plays. What was it? 7.8 in the air, I think per pass attempt or something like that. And I'm sure on the run, if you look them up, it's probably not much better. You know what I'm saying? But having to overcome a defense that's old and that's slow, and it's not what we thought it was going to be. I think I'm almost certain that this is Bobby Wagner's last year. Because at this point, where we're at in the season and how things are going, we might as well put the young kids in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's doing, Frankie Louvu. I think Frankie Louvu needs to be full-time edge rusher, especially now that Dorrance Armstrong is pretty much gone for the year. Overcoming injuries, but even before that, I didn't think he's putting the players in the best position. But as it's going along, Joe Witt Jr., I'm not gonna say he has nothing to do with it, but he doesn't have much to do with missed tackling. Like Joe Witt Jr. and Dan Quinn, there's only but so much you could do. The players got to perform. You got to perform. Like a lot of those big plays are led by, missed tackles. You know what I'm saying? And God, heavens, like we can't force a turnover to save our lives. So all of these games are going to be uphill battles because there's nothing that this defense does well. So, it is what it is. Like we're gonna get BTA on a weekly basis because we can't stop anybody, and our offense has injuries as well, and there's inconsistencies on the offense, but defense can't stop a nosebleed. So, it is what it is.
We'll get to the injury report in a second. I got it pulled up. Let's go to the gambling side of it, Crevonte. Carefully, by the way. Carefully to that side. Carefully. We don't want any problems. 11 and a half. 11 and a half
Woo,
point
it went
spread.
up. It went up. Dang, I should have caught it at 9 and a half.
47 and a half over under.
I'm not sure about the over under, but because it's just a matter of if the Commanders could put up points, whether they'll get to that 47 and a half. But I'm almost certain that the Chiefs will get to 30, be in the 30s. How much will the Commanders be able to put up? But I'm almost certain like they're going to cover. They're going to, even though that's a very high point spread, and I usually stay away from big numbers like that, especially with the Chiefs. But they're going to cover, and they're probably going to cover like big time. They're probably going to beat us by more than two scores, unless Patrick Mahomes has like an all-time terrible game. But he doesn't have many of those, especially with, I guess, our defense that doesn't do anything great. We might lose by a lot.
Arrowhead, one of the toughest places to play in the NFL. They start doing that chop. They start doing I don't know if it's culturally appropriate chant. They get with the sea of red. one of the toughest places to play in the NFL before Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes. Now it's damn near impossible to win there. You probably can count on, one or two hands how many losses they've had, especially when it comes to big time primetime games.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it's probably on one hand, especially since Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid have been together. It's probably one. It may be on the second hand, but it's not many losses, especially at home.
All right, Crevonte, if you had to guess how many times the Commanders and the Chiefs played, hasn't been a lot. How many times do you think they played?
I'll say about 8-9 times.
So they played 11 times. How many times have the Commanders won?
Ooh, I'm gonna say not many. I'm gonna say 4.
Well, Crevonte, they have played a total of 11 times. The Kansas City Chiefs have won 10. The Washington Commanders have won a whopping 1.
Whopping grand total. Jesus Christ. I knew it wasn't many, but God, dog, I was thinking 4. Sheet. But yeah, I mean, historically they've always been better than us. Like they've pretty much. I feel like the Chiefs have always been a solid organization, a solid team, as long as I've been watching football. And my teams have been anything but solid in recent memory or historically. Well, historically, depending on how far back you go, but let's say 2000s to now, not many great, not many great teams for the this Washington organization.
Last matchup was in 2021 where the Chiefs beat the Commanders 31-13, the then Washington football team, Crevonte. So there you go.
That may be a similar, honestly, that may be a similar score. But yeah, I think it's going to be similar to our last outing.
All right, Crevonte, we talk a little bit about the injuries. We know JD5 is out. We saw some people not practicing because of rest, but Terry McLaurin is back. Deebo Samuel's back. Bobby Wagner, Sam Cosmi, I think he should be good, even though he has a little bit of a back. And Zach Ertz rest. Von Miller rest. Deron Payne, Laramie Tunsil. So getting some guys back, but with no JD5, that still makes the task a tall one.
Yeah, and like you said, it was a tall task to begin with anyway. Even if we had all of our horses and everybody was completely healthy, this was going to be an uphill battle. But to not have JD5 out there is gonna suck. You know what I'm saying? And the point spread shows that. But what let me see what else we got. Sam Cosmi, he got some action last week. Had to shake off the rust. I pretty much think because pretty much a lot of those guys are on rest days since we're playing on Monday. The rest day is Thursday, so I pretty much think everybody's gonna play except for JD5. I think Jonathan Jones is still within that 21-day window, so he'll be back either this week or next week, I believe. But Deebo and Terry McLaurin back, so that's a good thing. So if you ask me, I think everybody's going to play except for JD5.
When you look at this team, the Commander up against the Chiefs, who are getting the right time, Andy Reid, Pat Mahomes. How about this, Crevonte? Cliff Kingsbury, former OC of the Commanders, going up against the guy he coached at Texas Tech, Pat Mahomes. What are you expecting to see? I guess we can go there with the coaching. What are you expecting to see from Dan Quinn and Cliff Kingsbury with this offense, and Marcus Mariota? You can throw him in there as well against this Chiefs defense. Steve Spagnuolo, we know we love him. And Joe Witt trying to contain with Andy Reid's going to throw at you offensively.
It's lopsided. I think that's the nicest way to put it, is that it's a lopsided matchup. I love what Cliff Kingsbury does on the offensive side of the ball when he's like clicking and being he added on his own spice to it. But Terry McLaurin and Deebo coming back is going to open the playbook up a little bit more, because my gosh, last week was terrible. Just offensively, because like I said, if Deebo and Terry McLaurin is going to be out, your defensive game plan is going to be very, very simple. Just stop the run. You know what I'm saying? So I think Cliff Kingsbury is going to be, he got to be in his bag now. I'm sure Dan Quinn is going to probably go for it on quite a few fourth downs if we're in the middle of the field or, a little bit in their territory, because points are at a premium. We're playing against Patrick Mahomes, best QB out right now. Kansas City Chiefs, arguably the best team out right now since they're getting healthy and revved up. So points are going to be at a premium. So I foresee the Commanders going for a lot of fourth downs, just to, in the name of trying to keep up. So I think Cliff Kingsbury will have a better showing. Now, will they be able to execute? That's gonna be tough because Spags is on the other side, arguably the best defensive coordinator. Probably, I'm pretty good saying like him, Robert Saleh, Brian Flores are top tier defensive coordinators, and Spags is one of the best defensive coordinators in the league, and he's gonna give whoever he plays hell. How healthy is Debo? How healthy is Terry McLaurin? He's going to test all of that. Bill Krosky married. Hey man, you're gonna have to get off somewhere. But Spags is gonna make that a tall task to score on this defense. And my gosh, Andy Reid, arguably, one of the better play callers, offensive minds in the league as well, with arguably the best quarterback in the league. So that's a tall task defensively. At this point, just limit the big plays. My gosh, just limit the big plays. You're on the road, everything's against you. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little bit into the keys, but God, you guys can't turn the ball over because you put your defense in a worse predicament. But keep the explosive plays to a minimum. That's what we absolutely have to do. I would say get pressure on Patrick Mahomes, but how are we gonna do that? How? So it's the matchup is lopsided to say the least, and Joe Witt Jr. is gonna be outmatched. I know he is. Yo, Byron. Byron will be back. But coaching, the edge significantly goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think the matchup is really going to be close. Cliff Kingsbury is going to be up to him to, catch Coach Spags, slipping every now and then and being able to exploit that. But overall, yeah, we're definitely outmatched. Oh, Byron, you back?
How are you feeling? Can you hear me? Hold on. Let me make sure you can. Yep. Can you hear me? All right. Make sure we good.
Yep.
All right, Crevonte, I guess we can get into your keys. I know you mentioned overmatched. I know you talked a little bit about the offensive and defensive to pull off the improbable 11.5-point underdogs.
Whew. I guess we could start offensive with the offensive keys. We got that you have to establish the run game. You were not able to do that last week because of the lack of talent on the outsides. So with Debo and Terry McLaurin coming back, the running game should have a little bit more success than last week. So establishing a run and being able to control the clock, because the Chiefs get the ball, it's like they're going to score. So you have to keep the ball and win the time of possession by running the ball. Got to start fast. Got to be able to start fast. 3 and outs are going to kill you. 3 and outs might as well be as bad as a turnover in a game like this. Being able to possess the ball and put up points. Like every time you get the ball, you have to put up points because points are at a premium in the games like this. Last offensive key, winning third downs. You have to win third downs. And if not, newsflash, you're gonna have to go for it on fourth down because you have to rack up these points. So yeah, got to be able to stay alive. And also for your defense's sake, to keep the chains moving and win the time of possession and keep your offense on the field. Defensive keys. You have to force turnovers. I don't know how you do it, but you're going to have to find a way to force some turnovers. When you're overmatched like this, that is your way to even the playing field. Steal a possession or two or three. However many you can steal them. Because again, that's a lot of points. Like, just say the Chiefs are going to be in the 30s. So know that you have to get to the mid 30s for this to be a match. I mean, for this to be a game. Limit the big plays. I said it earlier. You have to limit big plays. 40 plus yarders, all of that. You're on the road. So everybody's against you. The crowd gets into it. Arrowhead is one of the roughest places to play. We'll have to limit the big plays, and that's in the run and in the pass, because it's just gonna rev the offense up. It's gonna rev the fans up. It's gonna rev the play calling up, and before you know it, the defense will be on the sidelines like, God damn, what just happened? Special teams, make big plays. This is probably the brightest spot on our team. It's special teams. Kickoffs, we're getting a lot of yards off kickoffs thanks to Luke McCaffrey. Debo will be back. I don't know if he'll be utilized in special teams, but special teams we've been doing pretty good. Tress Way, very consistent at punting. Matt Gay, I'm hoping he's not kicking a lot of field goals, because if he is, that means we're losing badly. But whatever kick he comes up to, he needs to be batting 1,000. He needs to be kicking 1,000, kicking 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And overall, generally, penalties, man, don't kick yourselves in the foot. I mean, I'm saying don't shoot yourselves in the foot. Don't kick yourselves in the butt. Like, again, you're on the road. Penalties, automatic, giving up automatic first downs, all that's going to kill you. It's going to kill you, and just give them more power than they already have. It's like Thanos with the gauntlet. They already got it. Like, let's not give them any other or extra assistance. But yeah, that's about it, man.
The primetime games, Crevonte. I mean, it sucks that these can't be flexed. You don't have your best players. It's not what we were promised. We don't get to see Jayden and Pat Mahomes, the quarterback matchup. It's going to be, like you said, a tough task, but I guess people will still watch, the Taylor Swift of it all, Kelsey, a lot of names still on both sides.
No, for sure. And it's a primetime game. It's Monday night, so people are going to watch. Now, the question is, how long are they going to watch? Because if this game gets out of hand, midway through the second quarter, them ratings are going to drop. So, it is what it is. I'll still be tuned in every now and then, since we'll be on, but I won't be. Let's say I'll be tuned in, but not necessarily checked in, if you catch my drift.
I got you, my guy. I got you. What's your prediction for the game? And if you got a score, you can throw that in there as well. And anything else you want to look at with this whole game, and maybe look ahead. Not an easy couple of weeks coming up, starting really the past few weeks.
Yes, it's gonna be rough, but yeah, I think the Chiefs are gonna win big. I'm thinking like a 34-13, 34-10, somewhere in that range. I could see the Chiefs getting to the mid 30s, and maybe us getting. I don't know. Spags doesn't strike me as a type that's going to call off the dogs. So, I'm thinking maybe like 34-13 somewhere in that. Like the Chiefs are going to cover that spread and they're going to win big.
Everybody in the chat, let us know how you feel about the game on Monday. We will be here after the game while it's still going on, kind of, because we got a whole other show to talk about, a lot of topics to get into. So we'll be doing that, getting into Commanders as well, with our usual stuff we do on Monday. So make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the bell, subscribe as well. All right, Crevonte, not a good week starting off for me this past week, because I did pick the Vikings. Chargers dominated them last night. I guess the Carson Wentz experiment is over, right?
Yes. I didn't think it was going to last that long, but they're kind of in no man's land with the whole JJ McCarthy injury and what's going on with him. And hell, even Carson Wentz hit the ground a couple times, and I wasn't sure if he was going to get up. But yeah, man, that experiment has expired.
All right, Crevonte, we are in week 8. Anything you're looking forward to on the slate this week?
Who's playing Sunday night?
It is. That's right. Green Bay and Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers against his former team, Micah Parsons, all that stuff going on.
That's probably what I'm most looking forward to. Maybe maybe the Cowboys Broncos. Maybe that could be an entertaining game. Packers still is definitely looking forward to. The rest of these games, not much excitement going on. I think a lot of these games are probably going to be lopsided. All right, we got the Bucks and the Saints. Bears Ravens could be interesting. I don't know. What they say about Lamar?
Looks like he's going to be good to go. I think he's playing.
Okay, so that's why it's -6.5. Panthers, Bills. I think a lot of these games will be lopsided. I think the Eagles are going to want some get back on the Giants, so that game may get out of hand. Patriots, Browns, they're favored over a touchdown. I think that's a bit much, but yeah, I like the Patriots in that game. Yeah, I think a lot of these games are going to be lopsided. Pretty much the only game I'm really looking forward to is the the Packers and the Steelers and the the Cowboys and the Broncos.
Yeah, we'll see if Bo Nix can do it for the second straight week. I took the Cowboys. I don't know why, but Dak's playing well, so we'll see.
Dak is absolutely playing well. It's just, is Bo Nix going to show up like he did in the fourth quarter, or is he going to do exactly what he did before? Because the Cowboys could put up some points, so ain't no a fourth quarter heroics. You'll mess around and be down 30-10, and then it's like, oh boy.
A lot of bye weeks this week: Lions, Raiders, Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks, Jaguars, and Crevonte. The NBA season's on underway as well. How you feeling about the season? We 3 nights in?
Whew, my gosh, man! These guys are putting up 40 points like it ain't nothing, man. It was Aaron Gordon that put up 50 last night.
50 in the L.
I think
50 in the L.
50 in the L. They went into double overtime. Steph had 40. I think Ant-Man put up 40. SGA he put up 50. They had back-to-back double overtime games to start off their season, which is crazy. I don't know, their legs got to be shot right about now, but they're finding ways to win, which is great. Man, it's looking all right, man. Look, folks are gonna put up a lot of points this year. Wemby, I think Wemby had a 40-pointer. But between that and the allegations with Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier, I think I heard something about Scott Foster. It's going to be an entertaining NBA season. Shout out to the Pacers for being very competitive in that OKC matchup.
Also,
man, listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm fading whenever the Wizards play. I am fading them just for the first half, though. I think I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna fade whenever the Wizards play. I'm fading them for the first half. That's my that. I think that's. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. It worked for the Bucks. I could have took it for the game and the first half, but you know.
I was just going to say tonight, the debut of the NBA on Amazon Prime. So not only do you get Thursday Night Football, you get Taylor Rooks, I think Blake Griffin, and who else is on that squad? That's the prime people tonight, the debut on a Friday.
Yeah, so I saw them. I think they were on last night too with the TNF squad. Was it Dirk and Steve Nash? Are they going to be regulars?
Okay, I think they're going to be a part of it as well.
And Steve Nash.
Yes.
So they did first of all, they had a 3-point contest. And it was you can imagine how that went if you didn't see that. Shout out to Prime finding a way to make the broadcast a little fun. You know what I'm saying? So and the ladies were involved as well. But obviously the basketball players won.
And you also got Udonis Haslem. Udonis, Steve Nash, Blake Griffin, Taylor Rooks as well.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Celtics, Knicks, Timberwolves, Lakers. Yes.
Wolves. Okay.
World Series tonight, Crevonte. Looking forward to that.
Who's the interim coach for the Trailblazers?
Tiago Splitter, Crevonte.
Tiago Splitter? I remember Stephen A. used to always say that when he played for the Spurs. Tiago Splitter? Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
To the Fall Classic tonight. We'll see. How you feeling? You putting a little sprinkle on the...
Let me see. What they had? They had minus 150. Dodgers minus 150. Man, I'm pretty much every game I'm putting on Ohtani to do something crazy. Ohtani to hit a home run. When is he leading off for pitching? Is he going? Yeah, I don't know a game.
I think he doesn't pitch till game 4.
Oh, okay. Ohtani home run. Yeah, it's probably sprinkle something on that. I think the Dodgers are going to win the series in 5. But hopefully, the Blue Jays are no slouches, and they're going to play. They're going to come to play. But I just think the Dodgers are the better team.
All right, Crevonte, I think that's all we got. Kind of keep it short, sweet, and to the point for you, my guy.
Perfect. With a week like this, we got to. What matchups are you looking forward to, man? Because it wasn't much. It's not much, to offer in this week.
I do want to see what the Ravens do off the bye. Do want to see Sunday night. Green Bay and Pittsburgh should be good. And the Cowboys and Broncos should be good. And I want to see if Joe Flacco can do it again. Yeah, it's a mile.
Flacco.
I want to see if Flacco can do it again against the Jets.
And who?
After Woody buried your boy, Justin Fields. Yeah.
There is a good chance. Matter of fact, I might look at stats for Flacco and Jamar Chase because he is going to throw that ball. That's what he's going to do.
Yes.
And we'll see. I'm assuming Sauce Gardner is going to draw that matchup.
And I think if you like defense, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the under, if you want to save some money, maybe if you want to take a nice afternoon nap on Sunday, Browns Patriots. I think first team to 20 could win that.
Jesus Christ.
It's 40 points over under.
Damn. God damn, that's low. And the Patriots, this is a game that the Patriots ought not to slip up on. If this is their chance, like I'm not saying that they're gonna win the division, but how the Bills been slipping, you can catch them and definitely make the playoff this year because your schedule is very favorable. But don't fumble games like this.
And I want to see if the Saints continue to play hard because they could shock the Bucks. I think they beat them twice last year. They play hard. Do the Bucks with the injuries and maybe a tough short week going to New Orleans. And also, real quick, I wish Bryce Young was playing, but Bills Panthers. The Panthers have been They're 4-3, so they're right in the playoff mix. So
Yeah.
what will they be at home? They are undefeated. On the road, they lose. So I wish Bryce Young was playing, but the Bills off a bye might be tough.
Yeah. Who's Andy Dalton is the coach? I mean, I'm sorry, the quarterback.
Richie Cunningham. Yes, Richie Cunningham.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. How long is Bryce Young out for?
Ankle could be a couple weeks. Too many. Yes.
Yeah, and the injuries are piling up on him. And he's not a big guy.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Okay. Go Buckeyes. Yes, Alex. Go Buckeyes.
I think they are off this week. Are they off this week? I think they're off this week. If I'm correct. But
I'm gonna say they was off
yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
Some college gets like 2 buys. It's weird now. Yeah, it's a thing.
Matt.
Yeah. Let the people know,
Okay.
Crevonte, how to keep up with us, what they need to do if they're watching on X and all that fun stuff. More content this weekend.
I need y'all. This is a question. If y'all are on X, tell me what's keeping y'all on X. Let us know what's keeping y'all on X. We would love for you guys to make your way over to YouTube. It'll help with the algorithms and put our content out there a little bit more for the people. Tap in with us. We do Ravens previews, Commanders previews, and post games for each of those organizations. And we got Maryland football, wrestling. We got a little bit for everybody. So I think you'll find something you like. Also, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you'll be notified when we have our lavish content out.
For the Commanderlorain, one half of the founding father, senior producer, captain of the Goofy Ship, it's Crevonte Bebe. We'll see him on Monday talking about this gambling and the Commanders and recapping week 8. So should be a lot of fun with my brother. Appreciate you as always, Crevonte. Everybody in the chat, thank you for watching. Only place Crevonte, give me sports how you want it.
When you need it.
DeAndre Jordan to the Pelicans, Crevonte, before we get out of here.
He's still playing basketball?
It's holding on.
Jeez.
Holding on.
I guess, man. Keep them checks coming, man.
We'll see what happens. Commanders on Monday night. We got your football fun on Sunday with the Ravens post-game show. And tomorrow we got Halloween Havoc, so getting a little spooky. SmackDown tonight and more content coming. We're working through it. Maryland's off this week, so you'll probably get a Maryland video this coming week. Homecoming, they play Indiana, number 2 team in the country, so that'll be a crazy game. On CBS, Crevonte, Maryland football. Never thought I'd say that to watch a game on CBS with Maryland. So crazy. Yes.
Hey, man, Maryland playing some good football, man. And unfortunately, Indiana's playing some good football, too.
Really good. Really good. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell. Vote on the poll. Let us know who wins the World Series. We're getting out of here. Have a good Friday afternoon. We'll see you back tonight for SmackDown and in between with all the content. Check it out. Everything's on the content is on the channel. Look for more content in your sub box. For Crevonte and everybody in the chat, thank you for watching. We gone, y'all. Throw your ones up and acknowledge us. We'll see what happens on Monday, and we'll be here this weekend with you and later tonight. We gone. Peace.